Yo, welcome back. Well, I should be saying that to myself, but hey, if you're watching, you're watching. But yeah, dang, it's been a minute since I recorded, so I'm feeling a little awkward. But hey, it is what it is. Gotta go through the flow. Gotta go through the flow of emotions, bro. Like, every wave that comes, you just gotta go with it, man. But anyways, I know the lighting's kind of like weird and my glasses, reflecting. Man, it's fine. As long as you can see me a little bit. But, yeah. How you guys doing? I'm doing good. Life is life, Yo. I just decided to start recording, to be honest. Like, I feel like I'm at a spot where I'm just feeling like coming back and recording, and it's September and we're coming to the close of summertime. It's still some nice weather out, so gotta enjoy that what we can. Yeah, I mean, I don't got much to say, but if I say it, then I say it, But let's see. I was thinking about a couple things this week that was just giving me a lot more insight on myself and how to love myself more. So I will share that. So I've noticed in myself that I have had as much as my human feelings and the density that I feel hates to admit it, I have been sort of a people pleaser, and living for other people's opinions and expectations instead of my own, and living for their love, to gain their love instead of, just accepting myself and loving myself truly. So, and I thought I wasn't a people pleaser. I'm like, yeah, I don't care what anybody thinks, but no, I noticed it a lot, like, within myself. So I just have noticed it, like, this past couple weeks, at work and stuff, and just stuff like that. Like, stuff like that has been, like, plaguing me a little bit. But sorry, I got distracted a little bit. Yeah, I just got distracted a little bit. Anyways, so yeah, I just noticed that I have that tendency to really try to please others, with trying to, be something that I'm not, and try to fit in when it's like I wasn't even born to fit in the first place, I just was never born to fit in, and that's okay, because we need people that aren't born to fit in so they can show us a new way, a new way of being, or just a new way of being authentic, being yourself, being the standard, the new standard, the blueprint for waking people up to not just like taking everything that's being shoved in their face and making it their identity in this society, but really forging their own personality. Like, it's okay to like all this stuff, like, K-pop Demon Hunters, I had to shout that out. I had to reference that, bro. It's such a good movie, and the characters are so good. The story's so good. Like, it's all so good, and it made me cry. Anyways, that's it's actually not besides the point. It has to do with the point a little bit. But anyways, but talking about the movie is besides the point, is what I'm saying. But anyways, so yeah, yo, that's funny. The tangents I go on, I know. Choo. Yo, like, if WWE, yo, Io Sky, shout out Io Sky. She's fire, bro. She's an awesome wrestler. She be I like that shit. Yo, you know it, bro. But anyways, another tangent. Yeah, see, that shit lights me up. But anyways, yeah, it's a great day today. And like I was saying, we got to start living for ourselves, man. Regardless if you're seen as a weirdo, as a freak, as, oh, they don't fit in with us, what the hell they doing, chittering, chattering in the background, looking at you while you're not even looking at them, making all these comments, being the peanut gallery, we got to stop worrying about that. And when we do, we got to catch ourselves and say, hey, You know, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm loving myself and I'm happy with, you know, how I'm being, and I find, like, you got to laugh at yourself too, man. You got to, you know, have your own jokes, have your own humor, be able to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously, because then you'll really be finding joy throughout the day, even at work, you know. Don't take it too seriously, man. Work is just a part of this big-ass imaginative game that we're in right now. It's all a part of that illusion. So, you know, we gotta just not take this shit so serious and just live and be joyful. You know, we're not always gonna be joyful. People, if you say how you doing, and they're always like, I'm always good, man. It's a lie. But it's understandable, because, you know, some people just can't open up to that depth quite yet. So it's understandable, you know. Like, if they're like, yeah, I'm good, you know, I'm good. It's like, it's just become a little, like, it's just become like an obligation almost, just, you know, saying I'm all right, I'm good, you know, and then we don't go any further. It's just kind of when we say how we doing and I'm good and I'm all right, that's just the greeting. Like, that's the whole thing. We don't go in depth with anyone, you know. But, you know, it makes sense, you know, especially when we're getting to know, like, other people and stuff. You know, we got to see others' boundaries, and we're really learning to, you know, see how they operate. So it's understandable where we're kind of just keeping stuff, you know, surface level. But it's especially hard for those who crave more depth when it comes to that, like connections with depth. Me, for example. I just, you know, growing up, I felt things really deeply, and definitely it's been a liability at times, you know, because I would, you know, get attached and clingy, and it's like, you gotta understand, people are their own individuals, and they're not something that, you know, that you have control over. Everyone, you know, you don't have control over no one, bro. And that's how it should be. No one should be controlling another person. Come on now. But yeah, man, like, you just gotta let people do their own thing. And if a part of them doing their own thing includes, you know, loving you and wanting to go into depth and getting to know you, then that's great. You know, that's great. But stop living for other people. Ooh, white butterfly. Yo, I love when I see those. It always, like, they're angelic, the white butterflies. But yeah, no, you gotta stop living for other people. You need to live for yourself. Stop living for others, man. And I'm telling myself this because, you know, this is on my page, this is my video, so this is for me too. And yeah, just live for yourself, live authentically, make those weird ass noises, you know, like, be you, do the weird dance moves, you know, whatever you got going on. Say the weird catchphrase that you like, you know. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna be afraid that people are gonna judge you, but don't let that stop you from doing it anyway, you know. You guys know that quote, right? That it goes, what was it? I think it's bravery, right? It's not that it doesn't include, or it's not the absence of fear. Being brave doesn't mean there's an absence of fear. It just means even when there is fear, you have the courage to do what you want to do anyways and be yourself anyways. It goes something like that. I was kind of like paraphrasing, trying to, you know, articulate what I was trying to say, the quote I was trying to quote. But yeah, man, it's just like, you just gotta be yourself, like, honestly, like, and being yourself means, like, authentically you. Like, you just gotta live for yourself. And it really doesn't matter, you know, what a love interest will say, or what they think about you, what a friend or whatever, you know, say about you, you know. And are they really your friends if they're saying, like, some bad shit about you? Anyways, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that even if you gotta live alone, live for yourself first and foremost, you know. And living for yourself, you know, especially when a partnership comes into your life, if you're living for yourself, you're going to attract that right partner that's living for themselves, and then you're going to live for yourselves together. And you're going to love each other unconditionally. You're going to be intertwined, you know, live that life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to that. One day, man. But in the meantime, I just got to keep on loving on myself and growing and, crying those tears, feeling that, oh my gosh. You want to know what's crazy too? I kid you not. Whenever I'm feeling sad or like really, like heartbreak or heartache, like I can genuinely feel my heart being heavy, and sometimes it hurts too. I kid you not. Like, it's the craziest feeling. It's like, people be saying empaths or people who can feel deeper and, all that. Like, for me, when I feel that shit, sometimes my heart literally feels like it's aching, like literally. And so it's like, that stuff is real. It's a spiritual thing, man, It's not just physical, like when you're feeling something, it's like, it's also connected to your physical heart. It's not just, heartache as, the feeling. Like, it's also, like, you can feel it sometimes for real, like, physically. So, yeah, anyways, that's pretty much what I got to share. I don't want to make this video too long, but, it's another day alive. I can see, I can breathe, I can taste, I can smell, I can hear. So that's already blessings in themselves. So, and not everyone has the privilege to have those things. So, a lot of people will be like, hey, look at that person, they have privilege. But it's like, when you're just always busy focused on other people and saying what privileges they have, you're missing out on the privileges that you already have that another person doesn't have. I see that quote too, where it's like, there's someone out there right now that's really down, wishing that they had what you had. So be grateful for what you have right now. And you just gotta, when you catch yourself, being ungrateful or forgetting what privileges you have, you just gotta remind yourself, don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself grace, because, sometimes we're these human beings. Of course, we're gonna be ungrateful sometimes. Of course, we're gonna be this and that sometimes. But like, you just gotta keep on reminding yourself, and that's, you gotta parent yourself and love yourself. That's a part of the self-love, not giving up on yourself and giving yourself grace. So today, I ask that we all the people, whoever's watching this video, even if it's one person or no people and it's just me watching it back, I don't know. But either way, let us all live for ourselves and not live for anybody else. We need to stop people pleasing. We need to stop living for others and trying to please others. And we need to please ourselves. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And I pray that you have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed month, a blessed year, and a blessed lifetime. Thank you guys again for watching. And yeah, like, subscribe, give your guy a high five, man. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Peace.